Nam mô Buddhaya, Nam mô Dhammaya, Nam mô Sanghaya, Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Nam mô Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Nam mô Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Respectfully pay homage to the Buddha, the Honored One, the Worthy One, Exalted One, the fully awakened and enlightened one. Good evening, dear Dhamma sister and brother. Furthermore, today we would like to pay homage to the Buddha, the wonderful Dhamma of the Buddha, and the harmonious Sangha. Today we keep learning, stepping into freedom. Bước tới thảnh thơi, mindful manner. Những oai nghi thực tập chánh niệm hàng ngày, part 3, number 26. Today we would like to wish you on peace, joy, happiness and understanding. Now I would like to invite the whole Sangha to recite the daily chanting number 4. I will send daily chanting number 4 to you tonight. Now I would like to recite first and then we take turn. Nam mô Buddhaya, Nam mô Dhammaya, Nam mô Sanghaya. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. May the day be well and the night be well. The day and night whose time are auspicious. All the bearers are peaceful. May the Buddha and Bodhisattva bless and protect us. The countenance of the one, like the full moon or like the of the sun, shine with the light of the clarity, a halo of wisdom spread in every direction, enveloping all with love and compassion, joy and equanimity. Namo the fully awakened Buddhaya. Namo the fully awakened Buddhaya. Namo the fully awakened Buddhaya. Practice something wholesome daily. In the morning, say something wholesome. In the afternoon, say something wholesome. In the evening, say something wholesome. I have a joyful day and night. In the morning, think about something wholesome. In the afternoon, think about something wholesome. In the evening, think about something wholesome. I have a joyful day and night. In the morning, do something wholesome. In the afternoon, do something wholesome. In the evening, do something wholesome. I have a joyful day and night. I have a joyful year and life. Namo Compassion Mother Buddhaya. Namo Compassion Mother Buddhaya. Namo Compassion Mother Buddhaya. Taking refuge in the triple jump, I take refuge in the Buddha, the one who showed me the ways of love and kindness, compassion and wisdom in lifetime. Having taken refuge in the Buddha, I clearly see the path of light and beauty in life. Turning back and taking refuge in the Buddha in myself, I aspire to have all people soon recognize and develop their own enlightened nature. Namo Buddhaya. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. For refuge, I go to the Buddha for the first time, for the second time, and for the first time. Taking refuge in the Dhamma jewel, I take refuge in the Dhamma. the ways of practicing peace, joy, happiness, understanding, and love for the many bright in the present life. Having taken refuge in the Dharma, I am learning and practicing the Noble Eightfold Path, including virtue, meditation, and wisdom, interconnected very closely with right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Turning back and taking refuge in the Dharma in myself, I aspire to have all people fully master the ways of practice and walk together on the path of liberation. Namo Dhammaya Dhammang Saranam Gacchami. Dutiyambi Dhammang Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Dhammang Saranam Gacchami. For refuge, I go to the Dharma for the first time, for the second time, and for the third time. Taking refuge in the Sangha jewel, I take refuge in the Sangha, the community of cultivated people who vow to live their life of ethics, harmonies, and awareness to themselves and to others right here and right now in the present life. Having taken refuge in the Sangha, I am enlightened, instructed, and supported by the Sangha bodies on the ways of practice. Turning back and taking refuge in the Sangha in myself, I aspire to have all people build a full community to embrace all beings and support their transformation. Namo Sanghaya Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Dutiyambi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyambi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. For refuge, I go to the Sangha for the first time, for the second time, and for the third time. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Yes, thank you, Dhamma sister and brother, for your listening to the daily chanting number 4. This chanting learned by heart. The more you learn, the more you understand. The more you learn by heart, the more you understand. Near future, you say the Dhamma very, very easily. That's why some chanting like that is learned by heart. It's very simple and very easily. Okay, today I would like to invite Dhamma sister and brother to keep learning number 26 today. Here. Yes, but the number 28, we keep learning number 28 first in English. And then Vietnamese, like before we study. Taking refuge in the Sangha. Beside your physical body, you have a Buddha body, the Dhamma body, and the Sangha body. You since practice enables these three bodies to manifest. The Sangha body is your community of practice, and it is also your own body present in all directions. Now, in Vietnamese, hôm nay chúng ta học cái chương số 28 là nương tựa tăng. Taking refuge là nương tựa tăng. Ngoài cái thân vật lý ra, beside tức là above from á, ngoài cái thân vật lý của mình ra, thì mình có thêm là một cái thân, một cái Phật thân, the Buddha body, và mình có cái pháp thân Dhamma body, và mình có cái thân nữa là Sangha body. Cái việc thực tập chân thật của mình, thuần thành của mình, nó thể giúp ba cái thân này biểu lộ, mà cái việc mà thực tập á, ba cái thân này là Buddha body, Dhamma body and Sangha body. All the time we can three body là cái việc thực tập của mình giúp ba cái thân mình biểu lộ thường xuyên. Thì cái tăng thân á, the Sangha body là tăng thân nha, là cái đoàn thể của mình, cái đoàn thể tu tập của mình. Quý vị nhớ nha, cái này cũng rất là quan trọng, và nó cũng là cái thân của riêng mình nha. Your own body là cái thân của riêng mình, và nó biểu hiện ra tất cả nhiều phương khác nhau, nhiều phương. On the other hand, present on present on the other hand, nhiều phương khác nhau. Now in English we would like to say the Buddha teaching in English. In this teaching we have some meaning. First, you see here, in this paragraph remind us all the time, normally when we were born, all the time, were born by parents, all the time, parents give us this physical body. All the time, everybody have this body, we can say physical body. Physical body, if we explain more and more the time, four elements. Four elements: earth, wind, air, and one more, fire. Earth, fire, wind, and air. Four elements. But all the time we explain one by one. When we study the Buffalo teaching, the email I will send to you tonight. Phát thanh cô Diệu Thí, cô Từ Bà là Hành Minh already learn. And we have five aggregates, five groups, five aggregates, five skandhas for form, feeling, perception, mental formation, and consciousness. All the time, this they belong to this physical body. This a bit we will learn later, but only introduce. So parents give us this physical body, and we still have three body more. First, Buddha body, and second, Dhamma body, and Sangha body. That's why we have. Or we can say another way. We can say we have Dhamma body. We can say Dhamma body includes virtue, the body of virtue, the body of meditation, and the body of wisdom. We can general name. We can say Dhamma body. Now here very clear. For us, have Buddha body, Dhamma body, and Sangha body. Three is different kind of body relate together, never separate. That's why we learn and we know here. Normally we think if we don't learn the Buddha teaching all the time, we also know we also have physical body. But when we study Buddha teaching, we have the Dhamma body, Buddha body, Dhamma body, and Sangha body. Now we learn and we know here. And you see, when we study here, all the time we practice three body, the Buddha body, the Dhamma body, and the Sangha body. Depend on our practice, depend on our Dhamma learning, Dhamma practice, Dhamma understanding. All the time, three bodies appear regularly, step by step. If one of three we practice only one or two, and another we don't practice, maybe not good. That's why three like the tripods of the camera. If very talent, equal all the time stand very stably. One of three, two strong, but one not strong and easy to fall down. You see, and the Buddha body, Dhamma body, and Sangha body depend on our Dhamma practice, Dhamma understanding, Dhamma learning. If we practice understanding and learning very well, all the time, three body of the Buddha body, the Dhamma body, and Sangha body support us and its innate support us very stably. That's why we study here and we know. And here you see the Sangha body. The Sangha bodies is the community of practice. Why we say like that? Here, this sentence, the Sangha bodies is our we can say our community of practice. Why we say like that? Because you see, normally everybody had one body. When we say we have an individual body, one Sangha, one body. We have in the community we have a collective body, collective community. But here, this body, everybody, each of us have only one body. One body means we have two eyes, one heart, two ears. Sometimes if we think about the Dhamma along, other time individual, other time by person, by person or along, think something along, or think practice along, or think something practice along, or learn the Buddha teaching along. Other time you see individual, other time very so quickly, so weak. If we practice the Dhamma with the Sangha, other time maybe the Sangha may be around us, have a Dhamma brother, Dhamma sister. But when we want to learn or discuss one thing, other time we have more energy, because with one more brother or one more sister, other time have one heart, one more thinking, two eye more, two ear more. You see, other time we can say collective or public community or collective community. So community for us very important. Sometimes we practice the Dhamma alone, it's so weak. But we practice with the Dhamma brother, Dhamma sister, even and we practice the Dhamma with our loved one, our relative. All the time our practice becomes stronger, stable, more and more stable. You see, sometimes we practice alone, other time, okay, good. If you are good practitioner, practice the Dhamma well, all the time you invite your loved one, invite your relative to practice with you. That's why when we practice the meditation, one sentence we remember, written in and written out. I know I'm practice meditation and learn the Buddha teaching for myself, for my loved one, and for my relative. Written out, I would like to invite my loved one, my relative, to practice meditation with me, to learn the Buddha teaching with me. That's why community, you see. So we have a lay community or monastic community, or sometimes we practice the Buddha teaching very well with Sangha, with Dhamma brother and sister, with our loved one, with our relative, and the Sangha. We have more and more energy, peaceful energy. That's why we learn and we know it. We learn and we know it here. The Sangha body is your community of our practice. So collective community practice is so strong. And it is also your own body. This meaning, you see, this meaning, it's meaning also your own body. This means now the community becomes stronger. Other time belong to individual. When individual practice the Buddha teaching well, strong, other time he or she will support, will follow, support the Sangha, the community is stronger and stronger. So first, community becomes stronger, depend on individual. When the individual are stronger too, more stronger, other time he, she, another person else, another, sit together, learn together, and discuss the Dhamma together. Our time become the one Sangha. Means the community or the Sangha like body. We have different body, but when sit together, we consider the whole body, the different kinds of body, one Sangha. The Sangha or the community like the river, the river of water, the water river, right? The water river. You see, if we study separate and water easy to how can I say? If we go along, study along like the drop of water, easy to bốc hơi lên là gì? Cô you thấy how about bốc hơi?
Evaporate. Vapor.
How about bốc hơi?
Yeah, vapor.
Vapor, right?
Vapor. Yeah, vapor.
Vapor. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, right. So that's why the Sangha sit together, learn together, discuss together. We go like water river. So if we go we study along other time, one by one drop of water become a favor. I maybe you know it. I don't know. Maybe you explain that word. Sometimes I cannot. I don't know it. And you see, and that's why we sit together. We have different kind of body. But when we sit together, learn the Dhamma together, discuss the Dhamma time, you see, and we are go like the water of river. Never become cloud, right? And some so strong. That's why learn and support together. But first the community becomes strong depend on personal, become individual. When individual depend on us. When we are one by one study the Dhamma very well all the time, all of us sit together, all of us sit together, learn together all the time, support the Sangha so strong. You see, family also the same. If sometimes you practice along, you do something good along, it's okay. But if invite your one relative, sit together, learn together, tell something good. I learned something good from the Buddha teaching. I would like to tell you something. You become angry. I have some good method to reduce your anger. Now please sit down. I have one song for you here and now. Britain, happiness is here now. Brother Pháp Thanh will sing this song for you. Happiness is here now. I have dropped my worry. That song very powerful. So please sit down. I have one Dhamma song. I would like to sing this song for you. Every time anger from someone become reduce, less and less. That's why the Sangha, when we have the Sangha practice all the time, depend on our practice first. When we practice well all the time, Sangha become stronger and stronger. Now here present in on direction. You see, when we practice a Sangha, practice the Dhamma of the Buddha very well, all the time we can bring the Buddha teaching to every different direction, different places, not tested, not one place, not one family. Sometimes Texas, sometimes California, sometimes Michigan, sometimes Ohio, different states. Right now we have the Zoom and bring the Buddha teaching to say all the time welcome different people from all over the world, and they learn, they listen. That's why we learn the Dhamma well and we support each other, and now we say the Dhamma because when we learn we understand the Buddha teaching all the time. we have a lot of peaceful energy, and to say everyone we love or we don't love, we also say, and they understand the Buddha teaching, they practice, and they are happy. Now next paragraph. Here, to take refuge in the Sangha means to take refuge in the Buddha. The Sangha means to take refuge in your community of practice. You see, which includes your teacher, your elder, your younger brother, your younger sister, and yourself. You see, so we think about community. Taking refuge in the Sangha come from a deep aspiration to help all the living being, living thing and living being. Now in Vietnamese, để mà nương tựa, nào không, nương tựa tăng có nghĩa là gì? Có nghĩa là nương tựa vào cái đoàn thể tu học của mình, và cái điều đó nó bao gồm cái đoàn thể tu học của mình đó, nó gồm có cái gì? Là những thầy cô giáo nè, những vị trưởng lão nè, hay là những sư em nè, những sư chị nè, và chính mình, younger brother and sister và chính mình, yourself or ourselves. Và nương tựa vào tăng thân á, nó xuất phát từ cái gì? Từ cái cảm hứng sâu sắc, cái truyền cảm hứng sâu sắc để giúp cái người khác. Mình phải hiểu gì nha, tức là mình có cái sự tu tập đó từ với cái tăng đoàn đó, lúc đó mình có cái cảm hứng sâu sắc, tức là mình có sự tu tập đó thì mới giúp được người khác, mình giúp được mình rồi mình giúp được người khác. Now in English, you see here, sometimes when Sangha, first I would like to explain Sangha, what does the Sangha mean. Sangha, if we can if we use the number, first the big number, we have six number. First, what are they? We can say male devotee, female devotee, or we can say male follower, female follower, two, and novice monk, novice nun, and four, Buddhist monk and Buddhist nun. If you say six, you see, and how about you say four? Other time you say four, you can say Buddhist monk, Buddhist nun, bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, Buddhist monk, Buddhist nun, and lay devotee, and lay female devotee, lay male devotee. If we say four, how about we say two? Sangha have two. If we say two, small number, two have a monastic community and lay community, or we can say monastic people and Buddhist people, or we can say lay people. So we have two. If we say like that, bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, or we can bhikkhu, bhikkhuni, or we can say monastic people, and ubasaka, ubasika, we can say lay people. Other time have to Sangha means a community of our practice, but including teacher, receptor. You see, teacher, Dhamma teacher, receptor, elder, younger brother, elder brother, younger sister, elder sister. Other time we can call Sangha. So when we have enough like that, we have enough people like that, all time all people gather together to practice the Buddha teaching together and support together, learning together, and all the time the community becomes stronger and stronger. And then they can bring the Buddha teaching to different way, different area, to say the Dhamma, to learn the Dhamma, to practice the Dhamma, and those who become suffer, and other time you a good practitioner and to bring the Buddha teaching to welcome Brother Chow. And now we support together and learn together. All the time Sangha becomes stronger. That's why we learn and we know. And when we near future, we have strong community and to support each other. All the time, private, personal Sangha or individual who are lazy, another brother, another sister support him or lead by him, support him or her when someone lazy, but around him or her support together. Now here, taking refuge in the Sangha come from the deep aspiration. Remember, a deep aspiration to help other living beings. Now it's very important for us. You see here, when we want to help someone, when we want to support someone, first we support ourselves first. If we don't support ourselves first, how can we support other people? For example, we read the Buddha, we read teaching, our teaching to teach someone, but we say, now remember, don't smoke, please don't smoke, please don't drink alcohol. But now we ourselves drink alcohol every day. How can we teach them? You see, that's why we want to say the Dhamma to someone. First of all, we practice ourselves. We ourselves practice first. Become exemplary people all the time. When we practice Buddha teaching well, all the time we do something wholesome, think about something wholesome, and say something wholesome. We ourselves become exemplary people first. All the time we can virtuous people first, and all the time what we say, what we talk, what we think about, and the same way. And they follow it. Now please don't go casino. Remember, please don't go to casino. If we bring this teaching to show him or to show her, but we ourselves never go, it's okay. But this way we say, please don't go casino, but we go another way, big trouble. That's why only talking but practice not well. Not good. So here we want to say the Dhamma to someone, but we ourselves we practice first. Learn the Dhamma of the Buddha first. Practice first. We become exemplary people, and then we can say someone. In the morning, for example, in the morning you see, you think about me. For example, in our family, in our community, if we want to bring the teaching to someone all the time. Dear brother and sister, remember, for me, in the morning, around early morning, like Brother Chow, around 5 o'clock morning, and spend time practicing meditation around 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour. My mind become more and more comfortable. And when we bring the teaching to say like that, but you yourself practice first. And people around him, around you, to see you, and oh, good, what you say, what you talk, what you do, same. I'm very happy. I would like to respect you. But when we say this way, but another way we don't practice all the time, how can they follow us? That's why to take in refuge in the Sangha come from a deep aspiration to help other people. First of all, we practice first, become good Dhamma practicing, and then we say the Dhamma to someone very easily, very simple, but very effective, very practical. You see, the more we understand that all the time, say, what we think, what we say, the same way they respect us. If we say, now, you see here, I have a lot of money, I never go to casino, but this day don't go, but another day go. Oh, double. That's why when we say, when we think, when we show something all the time, we ourselves become exemplary people, virtuous people, happy people all the time. Say what we say, what we think, what we say, what we do the same way. And all the time, they think about it, they look at deeply about it all the time. They respect us. Here the teaching, this paragraph remind us to help people, but first of all we help ourselves first. This paragraph. Now here the understanding and insight of the Sangha body are greater than, you see, greater than that of individual that compose the community. Unit the wisdom of the Sangha, and your Sangha needs your wisdom. Now in Vietnamese, hiểu biết và tuệ giác đó, hay là trí tuệ, tuệ giác cũng được, của một cái tăng thân đó là lớn hơn, greater là lớn hơn cái hiểu biết và cái tuệ giác của cá nhân. Nhưng mà cái điều đó nó cái hiểu biết và cái tuệ giác đó, nó tạo ra cái đoàn thể tăng đoàn, đoàn thể tu học, và mình cần cái tuệ giác của tăng đoàn, wisdom of the Sangha, tuệ giác của tăng đoàn, quý vị, the wisdom of the Sangha, tuệ giác của tăng đoàn, và tăng đoàn cũng cần cái tuệ giác của mình, không? Here you see here, I just explain to you, when the community, the family becomes stronger and stronger, and our time depend on individual first. If we have a member, in our family, we have the different member, but the family becomes stronger, depend on a member of our family. When they are good brother, good sister, all the time they practice well, all the time they will support the family, and family become stronger and stronger, are developed and nurtured very quickly, very strongly, and depend on likewise the Sangha the same way. You see, the Sangha have a different individual, but when individual, Dhamma sister, Dhamma brother, Buddhist monk practice well, Buddhist nun practice well, novice monk practice well, novice nun practice well, Dhamma lay devotee practice well, female lay devotee practice Buddha teaching well, and now time they will to support their community. And when the community is stronger, every time the community have ever stronger and greater than individual. But all the time they will support individual again. Here the last in this paragraph, the last sentence here we say, you need the wisdom of the Sangha, and the Sangha also need your wisdom. Why we say why this sentence mention about it? Why? Because you see, I just mentioned the Sangha. When we say the Sangha, always have more than 4 people, over people, more than people. One person we cannot say Sangha. You see, individual, for example, I myself, I have one heart, 2 eyes, 2 ears. But if I have another sister and another Dhamma sister and brother, other time one heart more, one thinking more, 2 eyes more, 2 ears more. But if I do something wrong, another person look at me. Oh, now today you do something good, I will follow you. But if I do something wrong, oh, another brother, another sister look at me. Oh, today I do something wrong. Now Please, now please recorrect it. Now please thinking about it. You do something wrong. You do something not happy. You do something not happy to yourself and to other people. Now please thinking about it. Other time we have Dhamma brother, Dhamma sister. We have one heart, one thinking. Two eye more, two ear more. Other time people around us support myself. Other time when we have people who live with us like that, other time Dhamma sister brother do the same way and practice the same way. Other time they will support us very quickly, very strongly. That's why we have a stronger. So we need the Sangha wisdom, the wisdom of the Sangha, and also this and vice versa. In the same way, the Sangha also needs our wisdom. So you see, never separate. You see, Sangha and the member never separate. They support together. We understand at that time the Sangha becomes stronger and stronger. Family also, when when a wife practice well and husband practice well and their children practice well, at that time their Sangha becomes stronger. You see, and if practice something wrong all the time, another person who around you can remind us all the time. We think, oh, this is wrong, I will recorrect it. That's why we need the Sangha wisdom, the wisdom of the Sangha. The Sangha also needs our wisdom also. So they support together. The Sangha and the member never separate. Like image and shadow, water and vapor, như hình với bóng, như nước với sóng. Now we keep study. Next paragraph. A good teacher reply on the inside of his or her Sangha to make decision. Taking refuge in the Sangha includes a willingness to accept the Sangha decision concerning when you will receive full ordination as a monk or a nun, or receive the Dhamma land. You see, a Dhamma land to begin to practice. Now in Vietnamese, một cái thầy giáo thọ giỏi đó là nương tựa vào cái tuệ giá của tăng đoàn của chính cái vị đó, nha quý vị ha, của cái vị đó để quyết định. Một thầy giỏi đó, mình sẽ giải thích cái chỗ này, tức là một người thầy giỏi mà thành công đó, không phải là một cá nhân họ mà phải tùy thuộc vào tăng đoàn, thì lúc đó mới gọi là cái người đó có cái sự ủng hộ. Chứ còn một trong cái sự điều hành mà chỉ có người đó giỏi thôi mà không có sự ủng hộ của tăng đoàn thì nó không có thành công đâu. Và nương tựa tăng đó bao gồm cái sự sẵn sàng hay sẵn lòng để chấp nhận cái sự quyết định của tăng đoàn. Sự quyết định của tăng đoàn nó liên quan khi mà mình nhận, khi mà mình được thọ giới tròn, tức là giới lớn á, giới tròn trịa đó, full ordination, tức là thọ giới tỳ kheo đó, như là một vị xuất sĩ, là một sư thầy, sư cô, hoặc là mình nhận cái ngọn đèn chánh pháp Dhamma lên để bắt đầu giảng dạy. Now in Vietnamese, already right now in English, you see here, it's very good. I like this. You see, a good teacher reply on the inside of his or her Sangha to make decision. Why this sentence say like that? Because the Sangha becomes stronger, not one person, even just good teacher. So good teacher, why he or she become good teacher? Because he deeply listen to his Sangha or her Sangha. We can say collected idea. See, when what we do, what he do, what she do, what she does, what he does, what he did, what he have done, anything depend on the sangha, depend on public people, then depend on his student, his relative, his Dhamma sisters and brother. All the time, you think now I become, for example, he live with his student. All the time, anything becomes successfully. The good teacher say, those who become a good teacher say, do you think today our sangha becomes stronger and stronger? All the time, you see what I do. I do not alone. Do something not by myself. Without you, without your support, the sangha not become strong. Now we do something together or something with my brother sister. So that person become good teacher. He never think about himself. He number one. He never say like that. He never think like that. He think, oh, something I do successfully depend on our depend on his brother and his and her sister. Other time is good, Dhamma, and other time they will support together. You see, because the Buddha become successful person, become enlightenment. Anything the Buddha belong to his disciple, chief disciple. You see, why we become a good parent? Because our children. You see, our children who are learn something, finish right ways. You see, right away BA, right away MA, right away of doctor degree, for example. At a time, father, mother become successful people. Anything belong to children. Also, likewise in the sangha also, the Buddha become a good teacher. He depend on his chief disciple. They spot the Buddha very quickly, very strongly, and the sangha also the same way. When we the company also the same. Manager become someone who become good manager or director depend on worker. Something you say, something you guys, something you think. Other time they do something very smoothly. Or job affair become smoothly, fluently. Other time the company run very quickly. Other time you we someone else like Joe become manager. Very good manager. Company the same way, you see, and that's why in the community, in the monetary also the same way. In this teaching, someone become good teacher depend on her or his student good, and they will support the teacher. So run the temple strongly, or run the company strongly, same way. Family do the same way, like that. You see here, and taking refuge in the sangha, including with willingness to accept the sangha decision concerning when you will receive. In this case, in this sentence, you see, in this sentence, why this sentence mentioned about it? Because you see, if we say monetary sangha, if we mention about monetary sangha, or some we can mention those who receive full ordination or higher education, or we can say receive full ordination like Buddhist monk Buddhist nun. Other time he or she have duty to say the Dhamma. Other time we can say monastic teacher. But how about lay practitioner, lay Dhamma teacher also do the same way. Learn the Buddha teaching step by step. Something learned by heart, like Brother Châu, Brother Pháp Thanh, and Sư Cô Hạnh Minh also. Sister Quảng An, Diệu Thúy we learn like that. Other time, something we learn step by step, and near future, the Dhamma to you become fluently. And when you have the duty to say the Dhamma, step by step, which one first depend on contact, and then you will become strong teacher or good practitioner to say the Dhamma very easily. That's why we learn here, and we know the Sangha and the video, and we know. How about Dhamma land? Dhamma land. You see, if you have good opportunity to become lay disciple of the Buddha, or monastic disciple of the Buddha, or student of the Buddha, and the community will organize the ceremony to transmit the precept to you. Other time you have Brother Pháp Thanh already received the Dhamma land from the triple jump, you see. And the Dhamma land, other time like have Dhamma land a little bit oil inside, collect from the Buddha from the Bhadra's, but teacher, and from like transmit step by step, Bhadra and teacher transfer the Dhamma land to student, and student receive Dhamma land, and Dhamma land represent the wisdom of the Dhamma. And when you receive the Dhamma land, means the wisdom of the Dhamma. Arasthama, you have the way to follow step by step, and you can say, I have the way to follow. I don't fear something anymore. You see, when you practice the Dhamma of the Buddha very strongly, peacefully, all the time you have the way to follow step by step in your life, to say, to help yourself and to benefit yourself and to benefit other people. That's why those who have a good time to receive the Dhamma land from the Dhamma practitioner, and you have a duty to say the Dhamma, to teach the Dhamma to someone else. Now here you see one more paragraph. Accepting the wisdom of the community is very practicing, is very important. You have the right and responsibility to express to your teacher and your Sangha your own understanding about yourself and other people. But you need to let go of any feeling or idea that stand in the way of your accepting the Sangha decision with equanimity. Now in Vietnamese, khi mà chấp nhận cái tuệ giác của đoàn thể tăng đoàn đó, cái trí tuệ của tăng đoàn đó thì rất là quan trọng. Chấp nhận, cái câu này rất là hay đó quý vị. Được tăng đoàn mà chấp nhận đó thì rất là quan trọng. Bạn có quyền hay là bạn có trách nhiệm để để biểu lộ hay là để trình bày với cái người thầy của bạn, hoặc là người trong đoàn thể của tăng đoàn của mình đó, về cái sự hiểu biết của mình, của chính mình và của người khác. Cái câu này cũng nói rằng là mình muốn mà nhận được cái ngọn đèn chánh pháp là bản thân mình phải hiểu được chánh pháp, rồi mình muốn bày tỏ cái sự hiếu ngộ của mình cho tăng đoàn và cho người khác biết là cái nghĩa là gì đó. Và nhưng mà mình cũng cần bỏ bất cứ cái khái niệm gì, mà cái ý niệm gì mà cái stand in the way of là bất cứ khái niệm hay là cái ý kiến gì mà nó cái stand in the way có nghĩa là làm chướng ngại cái cách mà chấp nhận hay cái quyết định của tăng giờ. Cái Bình đã câu này cũng khó chữ ngữ đó nha, câu này cũng khó đó, nhưng mà cái ý câu này có nghĩa là gì? Khi mà mình chấp nhận sự hiểu biết của tăng đoàn á, thì mình phải buông bỏ cái ý kiến cá nhân của mình hay là những cái cao ngạo gì đó, mình phải chấp nhận về cái sự quyết định của tăng đoàn. Câu này nghĩa gì đó? Now in English, in the Dhamma in English, you see, this sentence very important. Accepting the wisdom of the community is very important. Why this sentence remind us like this? Because normally, if we practice the Dhamma alone, nobody know. If we study alone, practice alone, nobody know. No helper, Dhamma helper to support us all the time. Our practice very weak or very strong or very trouble. Nobody know. But when we learn the Dhamma with Dhamma brother, Dhamma sister, with the Dhamma practitioner, he or she will support us. That's why we see practice the Buddha teaching with the Sangha is very important for us. When we learn the Dhamma of the Buddha with the Sangha, with Dhamma brother and sister, it's very difficult. It's very important for us to practice with the Dhamma brother and sister, because if we practice the Dhamma with the Dhamma brother and sister, and then something we practice wrong, something we learn wrong, or something we want to jump, learn not step by step. All the time, if we practice along, learn along, all the time, or something we jump, not step by step, level by level, all the time we don't know. But learn the Dhamma with the Sangha, all the time, Dhamma brother and Dhamma sister will guide you which one learn first, which book learn first, and all the time build the foundation first. Foundation becomes stronger, and first floor, second floor, easy. You see, and now baby level want to study high school level. It's easy to fall down. That's why here study the Dhamma with the Sangha very important. That's why we learn and we know here. And this sentence is mean. This sentence means this sentence means when we when the Sangha accept us to say the Dhamma, Dhamma sister and Dhamma brother consider us, look deeply at us as our Dhamma learning, Dhamma practice, Dhamma understanding. Or some go together, or sometimes go along. Oh, you can share this topic with another people. Good. I hope, we hope you do well. Because the Dhamma in your hand. Now you have duty to share the Dhamma. It's okay. Good. Now this sentence will support us when we learn and we, with the Sangha. Near future, you become a Dhamma teacher. And all the time. Okay, now the Dhamma in your hand, because right now, you see, for example, Vietnamese people who was born in this country only speak English. Vietnamese maybe a little bit. The Dhamma in your hand. Near future, you learn the Dhamma well. Your duty to bring the Buddha teaching to say the Dhamma in English, not Vietnamese. That's why the Dhamma right now you have time. Have a good opportunity to learn the Dhamma. Near future, you say the Dhamma with the kids who were born here. The kids parents from a different country was born here. Most of them speak only Vietnamese, only English. Only English. But you yourself learn the Dhamma very fluently, very strongly. you have strong confidence in sharing, in Dhamma sharing, Dhamma talk. Oh, I'm here for you. I learned the Dhamma well. Now I'm here for you. Don't worry if you don't learn the Dhamma of the Buddha in Vietnamese, but I have English for you. That's why Brother Châu, Brother Pháp Thanh, cô Quảng An, cô Diệu Thí, cô Hành Minh learn the Dhamma well. Brother Hy Lạc also learn the Buddha teaching very well and sharing the Dhamma in English. Simple, stronger. So that's why I say now I try to learn, I try to say the Dhamma in English, but near future, the Dhamma in your hand, to say the Dhamma in English, good or not, good or strong or not strong, depend in your hand, the Dhamma in your hand. That's why you learn the Dhamma step by step, and near future, you learn the Dhamma when people come, thầy sĩ, don't worry, I'm here for you. English for me, Vietnamese for you. And you bring the teaching of the Buddha to say the people who was born here. That's why you have a Dhamma chant, daily chanting, number 1, number 2, number 3, more and more. And learn the Dhamma step by step. Near future, you bring the Buddha teaching one by one, you guide meditation. I say the Dhamma step by step. Now please repeat after me. Now please say the Dhamma, recite the daily chanting with me one by one. All the time they follow you, they support you, more food to you. You see, you learn step by step and have a strong foundation. In the future, you go somewhere, you say the Dhamma all the time, maybe more and more people follow you, support you. That's why, and other time, Cô Diệu Thí also support you. I'm happy when you become successful and you say the Dhamma in English, not Vietnamese. And other time, maybe you go anywhere. Even you have time to go to Vietnam. Other time, you and I go together, we go together, and you say the Dhamma in English, more young people come to you. Brother Châu play guitar, play piano, I don't know Sister Quảng An, and play guitar, play piano, play another very well instrument. Brother Pháp Thanh guitar also, good. I support you. That's why we learn and we know. Yes, happy, so happy. Now, before we study number 28 and 29, you see, we just finished number 28. Right now, before we study, we keep learning number 29. Inviting and listening to the bell. We would like to invite sister and brother to discuss the Sangha, number 28. Now, one by one, who are first? I would like to invite Dhamma sister and brother to say the Dhamma, something good from you. I would like to listen to you. Now, please. Who are first? Now, enjoy tea first. And then say Dhamma discussion. Yes.
Okay, I'll go.
That's good.
Something towards the end of this teaching that I really like was talking about getting kind of a collective wisdom from your Sangha. I mean, we meet all the time on Zoom, so I think it's pretty rare that we chat outside of this, but something that made me think of was any sort of team that you end up building, like even if it's at work. I run this business for an owner, and we typically have differing viewpoints on things because he's very analytical, and I tend to be a little bit more, I don't want to say emotional, but I guess I tend to be a little bit more empathetic of situations where he looks at them very analytically. And so we'll have differing point of views, and we have to reach out to kind of help us guide us. Neither one of us is ever really wrong. We will just have a different approach to a situation. And so that kind of made me think of that. And then also, sometimes it's nice to just reach out to people for affirmation. I know when I was first getting started with all of this, I felt like I was constantly bugging Fat Dad, like, am I doing this right? Is this how it's supposed to be? You know, and so even if it's just reaching out to people for affirmation, I think it's the strength in numbers saying is definitely true.
Yes, thank you, Brother Joe. You learn and you listen to the Dharma and you say the Dharma and something you understand you say and the Sangha will agree and support you. Right now, I would like to invite Sister Wang An to say something about you learn this Bara. Now, I would like to invite you. Maybe you can, yeah.
Okay. Yes, I agree with that, and I have 4 brothers and sisters, and we do communicate more often. One thing that I'm learning with Buddhism is you can apply it to almost anything, and it's even though they have their own lives, I have my own life, but it's making me understand better where it's not right or wrong, it's just a difference. So that is a good thing to learn from this. The more people you have around you, the more ideas, the more directions you can go. And I like that idea. So thank you.
Thank you, Sister Wang An. You know, we sometimes we practice along, other time maybe become weak. Practice the Dhamma, do something right, something wholesome with someone else. Other time maybe our practice, our sharing becomes stronger. It's very good. With like you, sometimes you learn how to say something with Dhamma brother and sister, with your brother and sister. Other time sometimes they agree with you. Good, very good. Thank you. Sister Wang An, how about Brother Pháp Thanh? Now please to share the Dhamma from, to the Sangha.
Thank you, Thai. Namo Buddhaya. So this got me thinking about Old Path, White Clouds, with talking about why the Buddha chose the term Sangha for the Buddhist community. And he took the term from the council that his father would sit at. So normally the political councils in India at that time were called Sanghas, or it's a general word. The word Sangha in Pali and Sanskrit, it's the same word. It kind of denotes an assembly or a gathering, or like a judiciary gathering, something to make decisions or to make rulings on. So in the Buddha, he borrowed the term and he said, I'm going to name my community the Sangha. And I think in this chapter, Thich Nhat Hanh is giving us a really good insight on how a Sangha or a community functions as a support body, so a body that supports each other, and then also a body that makes decisions together. So in the last paragraph where it speaks about the rulings on a monastic getting full ordination, and then it goes forward to saying that the person has a right to share their ideas and their understanding about themselves and about others, but to also respect the judgment of the entire Sangha. And it was speaking about the decision of making someone fully ordained, in that the Sangha working together would, as Thai saw, or as Thai had said, that the Sangha would recognize certain things in the heart of the practitioner and they would use their judgment as a whole to make a decision on whether or not that individual was ready to receive full ordination. And that individual, Thich Nhat Hanh, goes forward and he says that accepting the wisdom of the community is very important. You have a right and a responsibility to express to your teacher and your Sangha your own understanding about yourself, about others. You do, but you need to let go of any feelings or ideas that stand in the way of your accepting the Sangha's decision with equanimity. So remember, this book is written for novice monks. So he's speaking as someone who is telling a novice monk, you know, whatever the decision of the entire Sangha is regarding your ordination, you need to accept this with equanimity. And I think that shows the council aspect of the Sangha, who as a community we are strong because we can look into each other's hearts and we can see whether or not there are weaknesses and strengths. And the Sangha can come together and build those strengths even better, and they can recognize the weaknesses and correct those things and make the stronger better from it as well. So I love how in this chapter, or in this section 28, that he goes into detail on how to use wisdom within a Sangha to help each other and to become stronger. And that whole aspect, that last paragraph, just it made me think about the Buddha as a child sitting in on his father's council meetings, his father's Sangha meetings, and seeing how even though there was the king, and the king had the final decision, but he had a whole council of wise people that he would consult on these decisions. And a lot of times those wise people would advise against something. It was his responsibility to take their wisdom. And I think in the Buddhist Sangha we have the Buddha is kind of like the king, our king of peace. His ultimate teachings, which are the Dharma, which the Dharma is like the law. And this universal law is what we try to uphold. And the Sangha is the community or the council, the assembly that comes together that makes decisions based on wisdom, based on Dharma. So I think he used that same system that he grew up with, and he implemented it within his own teachings. And so that's why it made me think of Old Path's White Cloud, about the story with when he shot down, where his mogul, was it not Mogulana, what's his name? Devananda, when he shot down the goose from the sky, or the swan, and he tried to say, no, that's my swan, I shot it down. And the Buddha said, no, I took care of him, that's mine. And they took it to the council, they took it to the Sangha. And the Sangha made the wise decision, or the king made the decision and said, well, the law states the one who cares for the injured, or the one who shows the love and compassion towards another, gets the ownership of it. So this was, I think, the formation within the Buddha's mind, according to the story, of how a Sangha functions, how wisdom, collective wisdom, can function to better the group. So that's what thank you.
Thank you, brother Patan. The more you learn, the more you share, the more you understanding the Buddha teaching. All the time you learn this teaching, you depend on old past White Cloud from Master Thich Nhat Hanh, smoothly, good. And we learn something relating to another teaching. That's why we help Dhamma brother and sister to learn the Buddha teaching together, so our Dhamma community are more and more stronger. Now, before Sister Han Minh to say something, I would like to invite Cô Yu Thí to translate main idea from two brothers and one sister. Now, please.
Con cảm ơn thầy. Trước tiên là Joe có nói về cái vấn đề đoàn thể, thì cái đoàn thể có rất là nhiều ý kiến của rất là nhiều người. Nhưng mà nếu như mà người ta nói về cần cái sự giúp đỡ và lẫn nhau, và nếu như mà có người mà khác ý kiến với mình á, không có nghĩa là họ sai, cũng như là không có đồng ý với mình, không có nghĩa là họ sai, mà chỉ là cái ý kiến họ khác với mình thôi. Đó, thành ra mình cũng cần phải hiểu cái đó nữa, để mà mình có thể làm cho cái đoàn thể mình có thể mạnh hơn. Thì cô Quảng An thì có nói về, cũng rất là đồng ý với lại Joe về cái vấn đề mà đoàn thể, cái vấn đề mà khác ý kiến với nhau. Thì cô Quảng An có như là cô nói là cô có 4 anh chị em, thì mọi người cũng đều có những cái ý kiến khác nhau. Thì nhưng mà đạo Phật đó, cái phương pháp của Phật dạy đó thì mình có thể áp dụng được hầu như tất cả, nhưng là đối với con thì là áp dụng vào tất cả chứ không còn là hầu như tất cả nữa. Thành ra nhiều khi mình có cái mình phải hiểu lẫn nhau, là cũng như là cô có nói là có thể là khác ý kiến, không có nghĩa là họ sai đâu, mà là họ chỉ là không có đồng ý kiến với mình thôi. Họ có cái đúng của họ mà mình không có thể là như con nghĩ thì mình không thấy được cái đúng của họ. Và cô có nói là có nhiều người thì có nhiều ý kiến, thì cô nói một cách tổng quát như vậy. Còn chú Pháp Thanh thì chú nói hơi nhiều một chút nữa, là chú đã dẫn chứng về, chú đọc con nghĩ là chú đọc rất nhiều về cái quyển sách mà Đường Xưa Mây Trắng. Thì Đức Phật đã mượn cái tên mà của là đoàn thể của cái tăng đoàn từ cái quốc gia của ngài. Thì con thấy là Phật đã mượn như vậy để mà áp dụng vào cái tăng đoàn và cái đoàn thể của mình. Thì cá nhân á, thì cũng là một cái thành viên của tăng đoàn, thì cái ý kiến của cá nhân là ý kiến của tăng đoàn, và ý kiến của tăng đoàn là ý kiến của cá nhân. Rồi một khi mà tăng đoàn đã quyết định những cái việc gì đó, thì cái ý kiến đó là cái ý kiến của tăng đoàn, của mọi người, và mình cần phải chấp nhận cái ý kiến đó một cách là cũng như là bình tĩnh, rồi cũng như là mình sẵn sàng chấp nhận, không có một cái gì gọi là chống đối hết. Và những cái cũng như là mình sẽ dùng những tăng đoàn sẽ dùng những cái tuệ giác của cái trí tuệ của từng người, của mọi người, để mà áp dụng, để mà làm áp dụng cho cái trí tuệ của cái tăng đoàn. Tức là có nghĩa là cái tăng đoàn có cái sự trí tuệ, có cái sự hiểu biết nào, đó là chính là cái sự hiểu biết của những cái thành viên ở trong cái tăng đoàn đó. Thì cần nói hơi ngược lại một chút. Thì Phật cũng như là chú cũng có nói là Phật áp dụng cái luật của quốc gia của ngài vào trong cái tăng đoàn của ngài nữa, vào trong cái đoàn thể của tăng đoàn. Thì chú nói về cái vấn đề của cái con chim, mà khi mà người em của chú, của Phật bắn cái con chim, thì khi mà con chim nó rớt xuống thì Phật nhặt được cái con chim đó. Nhưng mà người em thì nói là cái con chim, hai người giành nhau về cái chủ quyền của con chim, thì Phật thì nói là người em thì nói là cái con chim đó là của người em, vì người em đã bắn được rồi. Nhưng mà Phật nói không, cái con chim này sẽ thuộc về cái người nào mà thương con chim đó. Thành ra rồi Phật cũng đem ra cái triều đình, thì cũng là một cái tăng đoàn đó, để mà quyết định cái là ai đúng ai sai. Thì Phật đã áp dụng từ cái lúc đó, trước khi mà ngài thành Phật. Thì con nghĩ cái điều đó Phật đã biết rồi, thành ra Phật sẽ làm. Thành ra cái đó là rất là hay thưa thầy. Thì cũng như là hồi nãy cái này là theo cái ý của con, cũng như là cái Phật nói rất đúng, là cái tuệ giác của tăng đoàn là cái tuệ giác của từng cá nhân, là mình cộng lại với nhau, mình hợp lại với nhau. thì như hồi nãy thầy nói á, là mình phải làm những cái vấn đề mà mình làm đúng rồi mình mới nói cho người ta để người ta làm đúng, chứ mình đừng có nói một đằng mà mình làm một nẻo thì cái đó nó không đúng. Thì con rất là đồng ý cái vấn đề đó. Thì cũng như là những người mà thí dụ cũng cùng ở trong một cái tăng đoàn như vậy thì cô phải cùng, con nghĩ là cùng phải có những cái ý kiến và cũng như là cùng với mục đích với nhau thì mới có thể đoàn tập, mới có thể tiến được với nhau. Chứ còn mà thí dụ người thì muốn giữ cái con chim mà người thì muốn giết con chim thì cái hai cái tư tưởng nó khác nhau, thì con nghĩ hai cái tư tưởng nó rất là chống đối và sẽ khó để mà hòa hợp với nhau. Rồi thì cái đó là con cái chú ý của con là như vậy. Con cảm ơn thầy. I just want to share regarding the wisdom of the people, is a wisdom collective of the Sangha. The Sangha wisdom is a collective of the individual wisdoms. So I believe in that, and then I believe in the teamwork as well. So the same people with the same interests, will work well together. Like for instance, if you just like gamble or you just like to hunting, so then there's a way that you can save or you can protect the birds or the animals, because you want to kill them instead of saving them. So it's the interest is we have to have the same interest, in order to work well together. And just like the sport team, because they just have the same the talented, like if you want to play football, you have to be a certain weight, and then if you play basketball, you cannot heavy like football players, something like that. So it is different interests, so for different things. So to me is something like that. And to teach by example, I think that's very important too. Because if you say something, if you say, okay, you cannot do that, but then turn around, you're doing it. So it is very, it is not good to teach people by not doing it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You Thí, for your idea and for your good translation. Right now, I would like to invite Sister Hạnh Minh to say something good from you, and we would like to listen to you. Now, please.
Yes, I agree with Miss Diệu Thí when she said that the Sangha is mean the communities, the same idea, and I study about the Sangha. It means the people who share the same spiritual values and offer the sort of support to each other. So in Buddhism, Sangha is considered one of the three forms of refuge for a spiritual seeker, along with the Buddha and the Dharma. That's why when we call the Sangha, it means we need to understand and we need to know about the Dharma. And the Dharma is mean from the Buddha teaching. It means from the Buddha saying. So the right path is mean the right Dharma. And when we work together and some different ideas, but we need go to the same way. It means the same path. the right dharma. It means suppose Miss Diệu Thúy want to share about the story of her own, and I share my own, but we need to focus the same topic. Yes. So I think I remember one proverb, English proverb say many different ways, but we will go to the Italy, La Mã. Yeah. Con đường nào cũng đến La Mã. Nếu mà tiếng Việt của mình là như vậy. Yeah. So I think we are the in the first time Master just say we are the same river. It means we are the just a drop of water, but we can go in the same on the same river. It means we are the same river, go to the path of nirvana or the path of wisdom, the path of liberation. So we can have many different ideas, but we need to go focus and we need to go to the same way. And I remember Master say in the chapter 28 we had the sentence you need to let go of any feelings or ideas that stand in the way of your accepting the Sangha decision with equanimity. Con có tra tiếng Việt đó thầy, là bạn phải cần từ bỏ bất kỳ cảm xúc hoặc ý tưởng nào cản trở việc bạn chấp nhận các quyết định của tăng đoàn một cách bình tĩnh. It means we need very calm. When suppose the Sangha will reject our idea, but we need very calm to accept it. Yeah, thank you so much for your listening. Dạ, Nam Mô Di Đà Phật. Con xin nói một chút, cô Từ Bi Lạc hiểu ý của con là hồi nãy con rất đồng ý với lại cô Diệu Thúy, là cô Diệu Thúy nói là khi mà đã nói tăng đoàn hoặc là một cái nhóm nào đó thì phải là có một cái ý tưởng giống nhau. Thì con có hồi trước con cũng có học cái đoạn là người ta diễn tả tăng đoàn đó, có nghĩa là một số người là một cái cộng đồng mà có một cái tinh thần, một giá trị tinh thần giống nhau để hỗ trợ với nhau. Thì trong ở đạo Phật gọi là Sangha, tức là tăng đoàn đó, có nghĩa là học lời Phật dạy, là Dharma với lại Buddha, là Phật và Pháp, thì gọi là Sangha. Là có Phật, rồi có Pháp, rồi có Tăng đó, thành ra cái chữ Tăng có nghĩa là Sangha. Phật là Buddha, Pháp là Dharma, còn Tăng là Sangha. Dạ, thì con cũng nhớ hồi nãy thầy có nói cái đoạn mà tiếng Anh á, thì con có dịch là bạn còn phải từ bỏ tất cả những cảm xúc hoặc ý tưởng nào cản trở việc bạn chấp nhận các quyết định của tăng đoàn một cách bình tĩnh. Có nghĩa là khi mà tăng đoàn mà có bất đồng ý với mình hoặc là có phản đối về cái cách của mình thì mình phải có cái sự bình tĩnh để mình chấp nhận cái điều đó. Thì con thấy cái này rất là hay. Dạ, Nam Mô Di Đà Phật. Cảm ơn thầy.
Thank you, Sister Han Minh. Before we inclusion of our study today, we would like to invite cô Từ Bi Lạc share one idea. Và mời cô Từ Bi Lạc chia sẻ một cái ý chính để cho đại chúng lắng nghe cái ý của cô. Dạ.
Dạ, con kính xin thưa thầy. Con thì còn ít có ý kiến lắm mọi ngày, nhưng mà con thấy rằng trong một đoàn thể thì mỗi người có một ý, thì cái ý nào mà hay nhất và đúng nhất thì mọi người phải cùng theo. Thì con thấy rằng trong đó ý của Đức Phật là đúng và hay nhất, cho nên cho tới ngày hôm nay mọi người cũng phải theo ý của Đức Phật.
Cảm ơn cô. Mời cô Diệu Thí translate main idea from cô Từ Lạc.
She said regarding about the Sangha, that in the Sangha we have so many different ideas, and then we just have to follow the good ideas. And the Buddha ideas is always good, so we have to follow it. And then it's last.
Okay, good. Now to include our study today, now about community. I just mentioned about we go like the stream of the river, because why we say like that? Because like this teaching from the master teacher, because when we go like as the stream of the river all the time, the whole water can follow, can flow to the ocean, to the sea. If we go like a drop of water, maybe it will vaporize. You see, that's why here we should go go to the river, go to the river, go to as the stream of the river, because the river will go together to the will to flow to the sea, the ocean. And if we go like a drop of water, it will vaporize. That's why we learn, and I agree with Châu and brother sister Quảng An. The community, when we have more people, by the time we welcome different ideas. But when finally, when we do the same way, we read this project, all the time should read one idea. If first time we welcome different idea, but when we have the community, we everybody agrees with one another one idea. Like US country, why they become stronger and stronger? Because they have the unison, united, do something, have different idea. But when they finally do the same one idea, last time American be stronger and stronger, stronger than other country. You see, community now in the temple, small community, small community, in family, small community. But if the national community, big community, or time, big race community. But when they listen to different another idea, but when they do finally, I do something finally, or some one idea, like go as a stream of a river, like Zen Master say, and Zen Master Thích say, same. If we do the same, only one idea, one project, and our company will stronger. The country will become stronger. Last why in the temple also the same way. That my brother and sister do the same way, some stronger. That's why we learn today. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful. Now we share the merit. Dạ, còn xuống liền hòa thượng. Now we would like to share the merit today. Okay. Hồi hướng công đức, trì tụng kinh thâm diệu tạo công đức vô biên, đệ tử xin hồi hướng cho chúng sanh mọi miền. Pháp môn xin nguyện học ơn nghĩa, xin nguyện đến phiền não, xin nguyện đoạn quả Phật xin chứng nên. Nguyện sinh về tịnh độ sen nở thấy vô sanh, chư Phật và Bồ Tát là những bạn đồng hành. Nguyện dứt hết phiền não cho trí tuệ phát sanh, cho tội chướng tiêu tan quả giác ngộ viên thành. Nguyện đem công đức này hướng về khắp tất cả đệ tử và chúng sanh đều trọn thành Phật đạo. Bồ đề diệu pháp biến trang nghiêm, tùy theo chỗ ở thường an lạc. Sharing the merits, reciting the training, practicing the way of awareness, give right to benefits without limits. We vow to share the bruise all being. We vow to offer tribute to parents, teacher, friends, and numerous beings who give guidance and support along the path. May the merits of this practice benefits all beings and bring peace. We, disciple of Gautama Buddha, are always aware of ourselves by day and by night, constantly practice and recollect the life of the Buddha. Namo Buddhaya. We, disciples of Gautama Buddha, are always aware of ourselves by day and by night, constantly practice and recollect the life of the Dhamma. Namo Dhammaya. We, disciples of Gautama Buddha, are always aware of ourselves by day and by night, constantly practice and recollect the life of the Sangha. Namo Sanghaya. May we be well, may we be happy, may we be healthy, may we be peaceful, may we be free from suffering, rage, anger, delusion, hatred, violence, ignorance, and coronavirus pandemics quickly. May the Buddha and Bodhisattva bless and rotate on any time and anywhere. Salute, lành thay, well done, and excellent. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Thank you so much for your chanting and have a Dhamma discussion together. May you be well and happy. And say bye-bye and have a good night.